everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to prepare for verbal section of NMAT. NMAT comprises 32 questions to be cracked in 22 minutes when it's related to verbal section. These 32 questions of verbal are based on vocabulary, grammar, sentence rearrangement, and reading comprehension. Around 10 to 12 questions are based on vocabulary. Vocabulary is tested in different formats like identifying the correct synonym, antonym, fill in the blank with the appropriate word, or analogy question types where you have to identify the words with similar relationship, or something like a cloze test. A cloze test will have a passage completion question type wherein a paragraph is given and different blanks are there. So you have to fill in the paragraph of the given passage with the correct word. Now, managing these question types of vocabulary, you have to be very quick. Quick means you need to attempt this question of vocab in 10 to 15 seconds because you need to save on time to crack the RC questions. When it is 10 to 15 seconds per vocab based question, I'm sure you can understand how much of enhanced vocabulary you should have. The word power to crack the NMAT should be at least 3 to 4,000 words. Now, to remember so many words in a span of little time is very difficult. Hence, it will be better if you at least spend 15 to 20 minutes a day and try to memorize around 30 to 40 words. When I say 30 to 40 words, these are the new words that you have to learn every day and revise the previous words as well. So if you keep aside 30 minutes a day for vocabulary, that will be great. Coming to the next question type, that is grammar based questions. This is divided into two categories. The first one is fill in the blanks with the appropriate prepositions. This question type is based on testing of usage of prepositions and preposition phrases. This is something that's very easy to crack because we use prepositions in our daily communication as well. No sentence is complete without the proper usage of preposition. This is an easy nut to crack. So if you just practice about 8 to 10 questions based on prepositional usages every day, that should be good enough. The next one, that is the 4 questions based on error detection or spotting the errors related to grammar. You have to identify the correct sentences that are based on the standard English usage. English usage as well as grammar, in which topics like different parts of speech, nouns, pronoun usages, verbs, tenses, voice, articles, modifiers, adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, parallelism, all these topics are tested. So it is very difficult to remember the rules based on these concepts. If there is a continuous revision of 15 to 20 minutes on a daily basis of the rules related to these topics, and you practice around 10 questions a day of spotting the errors or error detection, that should serve the purpose. Another question type in this section that is based on verbal logic, that is called sentence rearrangement. Sentence rearrangement is a question type where 4 or 5 sentences are given in a jumbled format. You are asked to rearrange them to make a coherent paragraph which is logical, and you have to identify the best option out of the given options that rearranges the sentences into a logically coherent paragraph. Now, this topic, I would not call it very difficult, but yes, it also demands practice for precision. Since we have no time to waste here, we need to get the questions right in the first attempt we need to know the rules of solving parajumble questions. After that, you need to practice around 10 to 12 parajumble questions on a daily basis. Coming to the next aspect, that is reading comprehension, two passages are given. Each is about 400 to 500 words. Four questions are based on each passage. Now, the catch here is by the time you finish the remaining questions and you come to RC, hardly any time is left. It should be around 8 to 9 minutes left when you reach RC, and in 8 to 9 minutes you need to read two RCs and crack 8 questions, which is not so easy. Hence, you need to develop speed reading here. The speed of words per minute of an average reader is about 80 to 100 words. To crack the RC and NMAT exam, the speed should be around 250 to 280 words. And if need be, you need not read the entire passage. You can skim out the information and answer the direct questions that are based on the passage. The passage may have a variety of questions based on specific detail, based on inferences, based on the main idea, but specific detailed questions can be cracked just by skimming the information from the passage. To crack this particular question type, you should solve at least 4 to 5 RCs on a daily basis and should not take more than 12 to 14 minutes during the practice phase to crack one RC. So if I just summarize this bit, vocabulary around 12 questions requires a practice of 15 to 20 minutes of new words, learning new words every day, and 10 minutes of revising the previous words. Grammar requires around 10 to 15 minutes of solving grammar questions and another 20 to 25 minutes for revising the rules related to different topics. Sentence rearrangement, that is parajumbling, around 10 questions if you practice on a daily basis, which will take 15 minutes, that's more than enough. RCs, I just now told you, if you spend 45 minutes to crack 5 RCs on a daily basis, you practice 4 to 5 RCs, I'm sure a good reading speed and accuracy can be built over these few months. Apart from verbal section, there is a logical reasoning section in which 12 questions based on verbal reasoning are asked. These questions are based on topics like syllogisms, like statement assumption, statement conclusion, and critical reasoning. So when I say statement assumption, statement conclusion, what exactly it is? A single statement is given and you are supposed to answer whether the given assumptions are implicit for those statements or not, whether the given conclusions are derived from the given statement or not, whether the given course of action is suitable for the problem or the statement that is given, whether the argument that is given is strong or weak. These are the questions which are based on common logic and can be cracked one question in 45 seconds if you are in the right frame of mind. So if you practice at least 10 odd syllogism questions on a daily basis, 10 odd statement assumption cause and effect questions on a daily basis, I think this should be another easy nut to crack. These are all easy to moderate level question types. They cannot be difficult question types. In addition to these two question types, the third one that is tested in this section out of those 12 questions is critical reasoning. Critical reasoning means a short passage is given to you and you are supposed to answer one question based on that passage, which can be like, which option best concludes the passage? Which option best strengthens the passage? Which option best undermines the argument given in the passage? These are a little convoluted. They demand a lot of practice and you need to have the precise understanding of the passage and the right logic to crack this question type. Hence, if you practice 10 to 12 critical reasoning questions a day, which will take your 15 odd minutes, I think then it's good enough. So for these 12 questions of LR, If you spend 20-25 minutes a day, I think that should be good enough. Since there's no negative marking and need a lot of speed, and all these question types are really achievable, this kind of a practice should help you build up the momentum for the final day. So practice verbal. Verbal is something that is based on language, and language can never be mastered in a little time. So you need to have a consistent practice and preparation to crack the verbal section of NMAT. Please follow this preparation plan, and all the best for cracking NMAT. Happy solving.